Oh, hello there everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Pablo Escobar, or at this time of year, Santa Paws, and it's been rather a long time, sorting out bloody raccoon. Yes, well, it's been rather a long time since we put out a video. In fact, it's been a full year, don't you know, ladies and gentlemen. So we've decided to get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Mr. Raccoon here. You may remember Mr. Owl as well from very early videos. And we're going to go on inside, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go and purchase ourselves a vehicle. Okay, now here we are, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Maze Bank offices, as doubtlessly you can tell. And before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, don't speak to my secretary. She's kept me locked in a pug cage for the last year, basically. Okay, so never mind, ladies and gentlemen, never mind. Oh, wow, we got a Christmas tree, because it was Christmas time when we were filming this. We got a raccoon in red, we got an owl in purple, was it? And we're going to go and see what we can get, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the whole purpose of this video, ladies and gentlemen, is to find out what the new Lampadati is like. Okay, then, so let's log on to a Legendary Motorsport website. They have had a tinker with it. It's changed slightly since last we were here. And we're here, ladies and gentlemen, by the, what's it called now? The Lampadati Corsita, something like that. Corsita, that's what I think I'm going to go for. Retailing for a price of $1,795,000, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to send it on up to the Hillcrest residence, ladies and gentlemen. As, of course, we always do. And on this occasion, we're going to be getting there in, what was this now? It was the Benefactor Duster, was it? The 6x6, ladies and gentlemen. Can't give you the price on this particular vehicle. Don't own it, you know. Look at that, sliding around like a madman. He's in the snow. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to just go hop on out and go inside the garage and see if our vehicle is there waiting for us. It should well be. Okay, so let's get on with it then, shall we? Okay then, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are inside the garage of the Hillcrest residence, and this is the Lampadati Corsita. Okay, and what we think of it, well, taking a look at it, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to say, I think it's more stylish than an Italian gigolo, you know. But I have sort of rather taken a liking to the Lampadatis just recently. The Tigon and the Casco sort of turned me around on them. Wasn't really paying much attention to them, and then those two cars got me thinking, hold on a minute, what we got here? And so now we've got another one, ladies and gentlemen, the Lampadati Corsita. And I'm rather excited about it. Let's take it out of the street and see how she handles. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have got Mr. Raccoon and Mr. Owl there in Mr. Raccoon's Lampadati Corsita of his own. His of course, has been fully upgraded across the board. Mine, as of yet, has not. And we're going to take them out onto the street and see how they handle. Okay, now, full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, doubtlessly, you know, there is still snow on the ground. We had to wait until the snow went so we could complete the test up at the top speed test track and such for the rather sandy shores. Whoops, at daisies. Okay, well, let's focus on the review. This isn't the snow, but the handling, ladies and gentlemen. What can one say, you know? Well, you can see, whoops, at daisies, Mr. Raccoon. Do be careful. Okay, top speed. Let's focus on that for the moment, then, shall we? Okay, now we are getting a considerable amount of air off there, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this sort of thing moves faster. I mean, it moves quicker than a Vatican moves a child-abusing priest, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know. And that's the simple truth of it. Okay, we've waited for Mr. Raccoon there. We're going to have a look at the acceleration here. And let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this thing, it's sort of, in terms of acceleration, it's like the collapse of Western values, ladies and gentlemen. It's shockingly fast. It really is. You can see we're going down there. The top speed, ladies and gentlemen, we've already covered. The Vatican and the priest, you know. The looks we already covered, and so it's just the handling, I suppose. Really, ladies and gentlemen, as you can sort of see there, it's more responsive than a lonely cat lady on amphetamines. There's no other way to put it as simple as that. Okay, so what can we say, ladies and gentlemen? Looks absolutely fantastic. Acceleration, very rapid, ladies and gentlemen. Top speed, yes, it certainly is going to go some. And the handling, ladies and gentlemen, very, very responsive. Okay, well, that is the initial version, ladies and gentlemen, of the unupgraded, the unmodified version of the Lampadati Casco. So, of course, we are now going to take the vehicle on into the custom auto shop and have the vehicle upgraded, and then we're going to bring it back out and perform another series of tests. Okay, so here we go, and it does look rather nice, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you'll agree, rolling into the Maze Bank offices there. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've brought into the Maze Bank offices. We've brought into the custom auto shop. Yes, of course we have. Where else would we take it? Now, as always, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we will be going through this section of the video at double speed, just in order to hurry things along somewhat, but still with the aim to provide you, the viewer, with the opportunity of having a look at what different modifications can be affected to this vehicle should you then choose to go ahead and purchase it, you know. Okay, well, all that being said, and let's be perfectly honest, I'm just trying to fill time here while we're in the custom auto shop until I've got something more pertinent to say when we get back out onto the streets. But what can one say? Straight out of the box, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taken by this car, I've got to say. You know, I like the styling, I like the top speed, I like the acceleration. Handling's a little bit squiffy, you know. Now, of course, we were rolling around in the streets there, ladies and gentlemen, but be assured, ladies and gentlemen, in the snow, I should say, in the streets, be assured, ladies and gentlemen, we're not entirely that foolish. We do understand there is a significant difference in terms of performance in the snow and on normal conditions, and so when we are providing the information for this review, you should at least sort of take some solace in the fact that we are basing it upon dry conditions. That's to say, although we're driving around in the snow, what I shall be saying will be referring to driving this vehicle in non-snowy conditions. Okay, and we have pretty much said so far all there is to be said about it, ladies and gentlemen. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's got very good acceleration, very good top speed, and the handling is very, very responsive. It's sharp, it's sort of twitchy, it doesn't suffer from understeer at all, I should say. If anything, it's suffering from a lack of oversteer, more under. Yes, I'll try that sentence again, shall we? It's not got a understeer, ladies and gentlemen. It's got an oversteer, if anything else, you know. So that's to say, you're not going to be drifting wide round the corners. You're more likely going to be cutting into them. So you have got to watch out for that. Okay. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, so far I find this car pretty darn impressive. You can see there's a lot of different options there, and as any regular viewers are aware, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that we're going through the colours now indicates that we are approaching the end of this section of the video, and thank goodness for that. Okay, so we're going to take it back out in the street, ladies and gentlemen, put in a rather shocking pink, didn't I? And here we go, Mr. Raccoon and myself now in fully upgraded, both of them Corsitas, ladies and gentlemen, and unfortunately I sort of slipped in front of Mr. Raccoon there, and we're just going to push on, ladies and gentlemen, and see. So, okay, let's have a look then. In terms of acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I think this thing moves quicker than Adidas dropped Kanye West, you know. It's just as simple as that. There is no other way of putting it. In terms of handling, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's sharper than a barbed wire G-string, ladies and gentlemen, you know, and you're going to feel it, I can assure you of that. Top speed, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this thing's going to tear up the road like a Californian earthquake. It really is, ladies and gentlemen. It's just absolutely flying down there, as you can see. So, yes, you know, fully upgraded. The handling, whoops, this is a little, as you can see, yes, a little skittish, ladies and gentlemen. That's where this car lets you down, if I'll come right to the point right now. Fantastic all across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the handling, it's the traction that's going to let you down on this car. It can go around corners, it's dramatically high speed, but then it just loses traction and flips and spins out everywhere. That really is the weak point of this car. It's strong all across the board. Absolutely shocking traction. Okay, so yes, looks good, goes faster, gets to a very good top speed, handling's very good, ladies and gentlemen. The only problem is the traction's absolutely ruddy awful. Okay, and that is going to sort of affect its performance, unfortunately, unless one can handle it effectively. Anyway, we're going to take it on up to the top speed test track, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, that is the next port of call for these races. And here we are. We've come to the top speed test track. Mr. Raccoon couldn't find his. In fact, I couldn't find mine, and then Mr. Raccoon couldn't find his. So we're just going down the street and what we've got. And I believe it's the Calico behind us. I could be wrong on that, not entirely certain. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're flying down the street now, 54 seconds, what we consider to be a competitive time, and we do bloody hell. Right, 51.840. That really is a very competitive time. And in terms of looks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree it's more breathtaking than a Chinese flu now, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to start things off, ladies and gentlemen. We have brought it on up to sandy shores, and this is sort of perhaps the more salient parts of the test. We're now going to see exactly how this vehicle can perform. Now, the Emperor ETR1, ladies and gentlemen, is a shockingly expensive car, retailing for effectively $2 million. Let me have a look now. $1,995,000, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, it's absolutely thoroughly underperforming car. You can see it's sat way behind us there. So car number one, ladies and gentlemen, the ETR1 loses to the Untitled Corsita. And let's carry on then, shall we? Okay, so the very next vehicle that we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the True Fade Nero. Now, this really is a very fine vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, presumably based upon the Bugatti Chiron. The Nero is retailing for $1,440,000. There are two versions, ladies and gentlemen. There's the Nero and the Nero Custom. In our opinion on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, you're better off just going for the Nero. The amount of money that you're spending on the Nero Custom really doesn't make it that much better or any better at all, in our opinion. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, Nero or Nero Custom, yes, the Lampadati Corsita is going to absolutely destroy it to the ground. That really is rather a surprise. Okay, so it is a competitive vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are going to bring out the Vapid Flash GT. This car has got phenomenal acceleration. As you can see, it's launching there into the distance. But yes, the Lampadati Corsita, ladies and gentlemen, has got better top speed, and it's going to slowly creep, and it's got past it by the top, and now we're going to fight to get around that corner, losing traction, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, losing a lot of speed, but it doesn't matter because we've got sort of got the grip now. We're coming past it. The GT retailing at $1,675,000, ladies and gentlemen. So sort of similar ballpark, but yes, it's not going to stand up to the Lampadati there. Okay, so really rather very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Now the very next vehicle we're going to bring out is what used to be a very competitive vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bugatti Wagner, retailing for $1,535,000. And if you watch this, we're going to see where it all goes wrong. We're trying to get around this corner and we lose traction there, ladies and gentlemen. We lost a lot of speed. The Wagner has got fantastic traction. It keeps it down there, and although we have got better top speed, ladies and gentlemen, you see we are creeping. The lack of traction, ladies and gentlemen, really is where this car loses all its speed and why it loses around the track. Even so, ladies and gentlemen, it is pretty much neck and neck across the line. Okay, so then at Mr. Raccoon's insistence, we bring out another very fast accelerating car. I think he's got ideas of getting to the top end before me there. It is the Karen Calico. It's got two different prices, ladies and gentlemen, $1.5 million or $2 million. And here we go. Mr. Raccoon certainly got to the top there. Once again, I'm having an awful time with the trying to handle this car getting around the corner. It is very responsive, ladies and gentlemen, but the lack of traction and the sort of fear of braking, trying to get it right, I just can't. And unfortunately, the Karen Calico is going to take it all the way down to the line, right till the end, and then we come straight past it. And how about that sodding hell? Okay, so even with a shockingly bad corner, ladies and gentlemen, the Corsita can take down the Calico. Okay, so now we're going to bring it on to the Lampadati Tigon, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the vehicle that first got me, my interest peaked in the Lampadati, I do have to say. Retailing for $2,310,000, and I have started to get the hang of cornering now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. But unfortunately, alas, it's going to make absolutely no difference whatsoever. Yes, the Lampadati Tigon is going to disappear into the distance there. So perhaps no surprise. From 1.8 million to 2.3 million, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Tigon is going to take the Corsita down. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at Mr. Raccoon's insistence, it does have to be pointed out, ladies and gentlemen, he did want to bring out the Obey 8 or the Obey 10F, ladies and gentlemen. A recent purchase of his and my own. A car has recently been released on the game, ladies and gentlemen. Although we have sort of now, as I say, got the grip of that handling and pushing around there. Yes, and once again, just like the Tigon, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to make absolutely no difference. The 10F retailing at a broadly similar price to the other car, the Flash GT, $1,675,000, and it absolutely destroys the Lampadati there. Okay, so now we're going to start to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know, for the hoes at home, for the uninitiated, shall we say, this particular vehicle we're racing against currently is the Benefactor Serrano, retailing at $110,000 only, ladies and gentlemen, and we refer to it as a serious competitor because it is. And even though I fell off the top of the track there, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's not going to make any difference whatsoever, is it? The Serrano is going to be languishing behind us, and the Lampadati Corsita is going to take it across the line. So yes, bottom end cars, ladies and gentlemen, no problem whatsoever. That, of course, now does mean for anyone who does know, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out Big Daddy Z. This is the Bugatti Zentorno, a favourite car of both myself and Mr. Raccoon, ladies and gentlemen, retailing for $725,000 only. It has got phenomenal acceleration, as you are witnessing, ladies and gentlemen. That's sawed off up the straight there in front of us. Now the Lampadati is desperately trying to claw it back, and like I say, even with a good corner, ladies and gentlemen, we have got round alongside it, and we are now going to fight down the back for it. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, it is the Lampadati pulling into the lead, which is why I think the Lampadati could indeed take down the Wagner with a better corner. And how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Big Daddy Z goes down to the Corsita, so there's only one more question left now, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, that question is the Grotti Italy RSX, and the answer is going to be no. There's not a solid chance the Corsita can take it down. Of course not, ladies and gentlemen. The Grotti Italy RSX, retailing for effectively $2.6 million, is what we consider to be the finest car on GTR line, at least for the time being. We haven't tested all of the latest releases, you understand. But what can we say, ladies and gentlemen, about the acceleration of the Lampadati, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, it's sort of faster. It goes faster than a first date with a transsexual team from the Philippines, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of top speed, it's more rapid than a Russian military retreat, you know. And in terms of handling, ladies and gentlemen, it's got all the traction of a wet salmon on a slip and slide. But the looks, ladies and gentlemen, that's where this thing really sort of has got it, you know. I mean, it's cooler than an Eskimo in a convertible Corvette now, isn't it? So what do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Is this vehicle worth the money? In my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it certainly is. Mr. Raccoon is sort of pushed on it. He says yes, but it needs to be on sale. Sorry, hell, bloody Raccoon. Well, yes, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.